Alright, channel your anger, right? So, channel your anger and channel your rage. So a lot of times, right, a lot of us tend to sit on our dark and negative emotions, not knowing what the fuck to do, not really knowing how to heal from the bad things that happen to us in our lives. It's kind of crazy for real how how many people suffer and struggle with so many different things, but you can never tell because a lot of people really are strong. A lot of y'all really are strong. Are some powerful motherfuckers, and it doesn't really tell somebody lets their guard down and really, really, really speaks their truth to you. I should really understand what somebody's going through. Sometimes we can't even understand because it's not us. We're not in that person's shoes. And we could have even went through a similar thing to that person, but still not know it because we're not in that person's brain. That person's brain chemistry, their consciousness, their spirit, the way they look at life, the perspective is all different. How we grew up, our DNA, all different. So even when you do go through certain things that cause you these darker emotions to arrive, darker just meaning just in context, nothing's good or bad, it's just darker just meaning in context. But it's all necessary. We need it all. And a lot of times, right, we tend to block out or overly indulge in our dark emotions. We've all met people. One, I start with the blocking out first. One, I tend to block out the emotions completely and think it's all about necessarily being just like happy all the time. And it is about contentment with your life and everything. But contentment that's grown through harnessing and balancing the light and the dark in you. Right? So that's where this anger comes from. That's been me for the longest time, man. I was just one of the people who was just afraid of my own anger. I was afraid of myself. I didn't know myself so well. I was definitely afraid of my own anger, my own rage. But as an adult, I've learned to channel these things, these emotions, into a more beautiful expression, right? From all the little things I have, the little like hobbies and outlets and practices I have, and mindfulness practices I have, to like channel these powerful feelings, man, because they can be used for so much fuel and motivation that can get you far as hell in life. You channel your anger and your rage in the right direction, right? So yeah, that's just my little piece of me in this. Then on the opposite end, we've all met people who like overindulge their anger. They're pissed off 24/7. It's like, damn. That's not to knock them, because that's just how they choose to live life. Whether they learned it from somebody else, whether it's just they don't understand themselves, so they just live in anger and rage. And sometimes they might feel like that shit gets them somewhere. But at the same time, it doesn't really. Because it's just like anything else in this universe, it's balance. So overindulging in anything is always going to be bad. Too much of anything is bad for you. So we've met people, plenty of people that's just always angry. I know I have met a lot of people in this life that are always fucking mad. It's like, damn, that's how they operate. But the thing is, that shit can be blinding. Anger is so blinding. I don't even know some people that's watching this or will be watching this in the future. But anger is blinding to the point that we all know out of pure emotion, out of pure anger, that we've done shit that we always regret. Always. I don't really know so many people who've done shit out of anger, for the most part. I mean, some things done in anger, like I was just saying, can be formed into something amazing. But a lot of times we get in our feelings and emotions and just make these split decisions about shit out of anger. And most of the time we always go back like, damn, a week later, a month later, a year later, like, damn, did I make the right decision? I just snapped on this person, I raged on this person, I did this and that, I said this, I did that to this person or whatever. And now it backfired on me. Years later, months later, whatever. Days later, second later. Like, Yeah, and that's not the way to go either. But it's only because, you know, a lot of individuals, they don't get trained in this world to harness negative emotions. We kind of get trained to like either ignore them or overindulge in them. And we don't really understand how to use them in the right way. But everything can be used for the right reasons. Everything. And with that, you all can see that like these emotions, these feelings are here for a reason. Channeling these things into the right ways of being and shit. So yeah, man, it's a journey, and it's understanding how to heal and how to use these things for the right reasons. Because these emotions that we feel like are dark or negative, they're really gifts from the highest form of life. They really are gifts. They're gifts for us to use like a weapon. But that weapon needs to be used for the right reasons. Just like anything else. Just like a fucking knife, a gun, a fucking tank, a fist, an elbow, whatever, a kick, a fucking hammer. Anything can be used for the wrong reasons. And it's just understanding that. You know what I mean? It's just understanding that. That's what's really gonna help us become our greatest versions, man. Become our greatest versions. Become our greatest versions, man. And once a weapon is used for the right reasons, it's way better than a weapon that's just used for chaos or for whatever, or just like just laying there and shit. Like, these things can be righteous, to be honest with you. So it's all about just understanding that and using these anger for something. An example could be using your anger and taking that out on, if you say somebody plays sports, but they have a lot of anger build up. Use that strength and that anger to push you forward in those sports, to make you run faster, to help you run faster, to get your ass up, because you're angry at the fact that you're not where you want to be at, because you're angry at you not being the best version of yourself, you not being at that stand-up person that you need to be. You know what I mean? Get angry at that, or get angry at those weights if you're in the weight room, or get angry at, or just finding a way to express that anger through art, or through your job, or using that anger to get your ass up and help your kids to become a better individual themselves as they grow, or help yourself or your family or your friends or your co-workers or classmates become better people. Because using that fuel to support your positive goal. So you're using everything that God give you, all the emotions, to become a great person and to help others become a great person, rather than kind of just like just being angry all the time and just using it to just put people down and fuck people over and shit, which a lot of people do. So yeah, man, use your anger and your rage as a weapon, man, to destroy all the obstacles that stop you from being your best self. Whatever that is, whatever that looks like to you. Mind, body, soul, finances, friends, family, relationships, going places, whatever. So yeah, channel your anger and your rage, man. That's a powerful gift. Use it the right way.